Welcome back, Rich Minds. It's your boy Reno coming back to you with another video. And today's topic is gonna be 3 major reasons why men are not getting married anymore. Alright? Let me say it louder for my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, today's topic is gonna be 3 major reasons why men are not getting married anymore. Okay, this right here is a long overdue conversation. All right, this right here is a long overdue video. All right, and so let me just go ahead and address something. This right here is not a men against women video. Okay, I want to make sure I make that clear because I have predominantly, women who actually follow and support my brand and support my videos. So, this is not me tearing down black women, white women, Mexican women, any woman, right? Look at me as like your big brother. Look at me as like that guy best friend. Look at me as your favorite male cousin, right? Or just a man who has your best interest at his heart. That's me, family. That's me, ladies. And so I just want y'all to keep that in mind, okay? As for my fellas, if y'all agree with this, man, right on, brother. All right, right on. But, if you don't, just drop in the comments, bro, and let me know. You know what I'm saying? Give me your perspective as well, y'all. But this right here is just my opinion, all right? My research and just from what I've seen. And so with that being said, I'm trying to give, my lady supporters the tea. I'm trying to give y'all the game, all right? Because at the end of the day, y'all, I'm entitled to my opinion, and I just want to be able to give y'all some sauce. That's all. Can I give y'all some sauce? Drop in the comments and let me know, ladies. But with that being said, we're going to speak about why men are not getting married anymore. Last thing I'm going to say on this is, will this continue? We are in 2024, so will this continue, in 2025? Maybe so. Will this keep going in 2026? Probably so. Why? Because of the behavior of modern women. All right. And what I mean by that is, and I'm going to leave that right there in the dirt. We're going to bury it after I say this. I'm talking about the women who I don't need a man club. The women who are, my feminist group, we don't need men anymore. Forget men, they are all trash. Yep, I'm talking about my Bubba Dub women who think that all men are trash, okay? I'm about to go ahead and let y'all know why men, don't want to get married anymore. And also, let me just go ahead and shout out to my not necessarily traditional women, but my women who are actually a woman's woman, right? Like, she's very feminine, submissive, okay? She understands her role, but more importantly, she understands that God created her to be a helper to her king, okay? She's a nourisher, a nurturer. Yeah, shout out to those women, okay? Y'all don't get enough credit, so I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all that, right? So with that being said, I had to go ahead and bury that. Now, listen, y'all already know how we do. Y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Let's go ahead and get into it, chosen ones. Number one, a man wants to be financially stable, okay? A man wants to be financially stable. Now, we live in America, y'all, where if you want to live a stable lifestyle as a single man or woman, you need to be making about $50,000 a year. Okay, maybe you can take 1, 2 vacations, because it's only you. You don't have kids, you don't have a dog, it's just you. So I would assume that you could take about 2 vacations, just being reasonable. Maybe you can do more or less, but 2 vacations, you should be able to go take a vacation and then just go out at least once a week or something like that on that salary, right? As long as you're not trying to keep up with the Jetses and the Joneses, all right, and the Johnsons back there. But what I'm saying is you need about 50,000, as a single man or woman. Now, if I did some math, for a 2-person household, and if, she want to be a woman who don't want to pay bills or go in on anything like that, which I can understand. I do think a woman should contribute in some way, shape, or form, okay? But just me as a man, I'm going to always take care of rent and the big things. So it's almost like she don't really have to pay too much, right? But a woman's contributions are always, it's always appreciated. And especially if that man is not there. When I mean there, I'm talking about he's a multi-millionaire or he's making super high six figures. Of course, a woman should not or don't really have to work unless she want to. But if that man is just, at the point of he making his 70, 80 grand, well, come on, she can help out. But the point is, I would say in order for a man to be able to pay all the bills, okay, not living like the Jetsons or the Joneses, that man need to be making at least about 100K. And he knows this because you got to double it. If it's for $50,000, a salary can take care of one person, what make you think that it can't take care, it can take care of two people in the household? It ain't gonna happen. And then you talking about having kids, that man wanna be making about 100K. He should be making a minimum 100K. Let's just keep it real, all right? Let's just keep it real. But all I'm saying is, ladies, this man wants to be financially stable, all right? I know y'all cool on, baby, you don't got to make all that money. I don't care about that, but he does. All right, just like you care about your nails, you care about your hair, your makeup, just like you care about your womanly things, he care about his manly things, his money, okay? So follow what I'm saying, sweetheart. So when it comes to a man, he got to be financially stable. Now, let me add this to it, y'all. When a man is financially stable, ladies, do you know what happened? He brings more happiness to the home. He brings more happiness to the home because if his money ain't right, he ain't gonna be right. And we all know the saying, if a person don't love themselves, how can they love you? So if a person is not happy with himself or themselves, how can they be happy with you? Right? It's simple math, ladies. Next, he's gonna be more peaceful if he's financially stable. I promise you. All right. A man with no money is a mean man, and not just to you, but he's mean to himself because a man cannot stand for his woman to go out there and have to slave for another man. He determines her vacations, weekends off. Basically, another woman has to submit to another man other than her husband. And a real leader, a real king, a lion, we not having that. No, we're not having that. If I want to go to the Cheesecake Factory, then that's what we gonna do. If I want to go to the Bahamas, then that's what we gonna do. We ain't finna go ask your manager, Bob over here, right, to where he's pretty much dictating our household. No, we ain't doing that. All right. And so when a man has that type of control, he's going to be able to bring more peace into the family. Make sense of what I'm saying, ladies? Loving. He will be more loving. If he is financially stable, he's going to be more loving. He going to come up behind you, kiss you on your neck, how you like it. Yep. You know how you like it, right? You're going to get more butt rubs. Yep. All that. Listen, even sexually, okay? A broke man is an unhorny man. All right, this is a grown conversation, y'all. Okay, a broke man is an unhorny man. Us as men, we don't want to have sex. We don't want to do, romantic things if our money is not right. Just being honest, okay? And so that is a big portion of it. And last but not least, he's going to be secure, ladies. He's going to be secure, all right? Just like women who see other women with the boobs, the butt, right, the facelifts, she done went and laid on that table and got laid. She done got stacked. Listen, ladies, just like how y'all be like, do you still think I'm pretty? Do you still think I'm beautiful because I feel like I'm fat, right? Well, same thing with a man. See, here's the thing. The problem is society has said a man should not have feelings. A man should not have feelings. No, we got feelings too. Yeah, we see homeboy over there with the Lamborghini. Yeah, we see homeboy over there with the Corvette. Let's not forget, y'all, in Temptation, okay, Judith went over there with the dude with the red fast car. I don't know if it was a Ferrari or Corvette. It was something, right? We know that women like the nice things. We understand that. So we want to be secure in ourselves, all right? Even if we're not living like the Jetsons and the Joneses, but we at least want to be able to secure home as a man. All right, and so most men don't want to get married if he's not financially stable. All right, that's the first reason, y'all. That's the major first reason. If y'all agree, drop in the comments and say I agree. If y'all understand, let me know if y'all understand. If y'all object, please drop in the comments. I'm going to each and every one, y'all. I got time today, all right? But anyway, let's move on to the next one, y'all. Number 2 is going to be this, family. Most women are not Proverb 31 wives. All right. Let me say it once again, louder. For my chosen ones in the back, most women are not Proverb 31 wives. And also, let me bookmark this right here. I actually missed a note for number one that was on financially stable. I want to add the financially stable, y'all. When a man is financially stable, he is going to be able to be a better leader. Have y'all ever went to Taco Bell and y'all seen the kids, they making your food and they just terrible at making it? They in the back laughing, high-fiving, listening to music, talking loud, just being ghetto and ratchet. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's because they seen that manager doing that. Yep, that's what happened. And so if the head is dead, then the tail follows, right? And so that goes back to what I'm saying. If that man is not financially stable, okay, well, guess what? He's not going to be able to be a better leader, okay? I missed that note. And that was a whammy, so I didn't want to go past that. But anyway, getting back to number two, y'all. Number two is most women are not Proverb 31 wives, all right? So I want to give credit what credit is due. Shout out to my brother Julian Gordon, okay? I don't know him personally and vice versa, right? But I seen one of his points on this and I said, yo, this is actually key. Okay, so most women are not Proverb 31 wives. Listen, family, we're gonna read and break this down together. This is what we're gonna do. Okay, now it's about it's a few, verses, but I think that it's well worth of reading, right? So let's go ahead and get to it, y'all. The virtuous wife. Okay, it says right here in Proverbs chapter 31, verse 10. Who can find a virtuous wife? For her worth is far above rubies. This is why the scripture says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing, right? The heart of her husband safely trusts her, so he will have no lack of gain. She does him good and not evil. All the days of her life she seeks wool and flax, right? It shows how she's contributing. And willing works with her hands. She is like the merchant ships. She brings her food from afar. She also rises while it is yet night, right? It says, and provides food for her household and a portion for her maid servants. Okay, they're talking like, I would say that's more so for the children, right? She considers a field and buys it. From her profit, she plants a vineyard. She girds herself with strength and strengthens her arms. She perceives that her merchandise is good, and her lamp does not go out by night. She stretches out her hands to the staff, and her hands hold the spindle. Let me go to the next slide, y'all. And it says, the spindle, and her lamp does not go out by night. She stretches out her hands to the staff, and her hand holds that spindle. She extends her hand to the poor. Yes, she reaches out her hands to the needy. Okay, she is not afraid of snow for her household. Okay, for all her household is clothed with scarlet. She makes tapestry for herself. Her clothing is fine linen and purple. Her husband is known in the gates. Listen, y'all, they talking about a virtuous woman right here. Okay, all her ducks is in a row. She is building up her house with her hands and not tearing it down with her mouth. Listen to what I'm saying right here, ladies. Okay, it says, she makes linen garments and sells them, and supplies sashes for the merchant's strength, and honor all her clothing. She shall rejoice in time to come. She opens her mouth with wisdom, and on her tongue is the law of kindness. She watches over the ways of her household. Okay, so in a sense, a virtuous woman is also a leader. She's a good leader. She's a great leader as well, because what happens when the lion leaves the domain? Okay, the lioness has to take care of the domain as well as the cubs. All right, so then it says her children rise up and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praises her. This is what a virtuous woman gets when she's fully in her role. Okay, are y'all following what I'm saying? The problem is women want to be in men roles. Okay, we gonna get a little bit more deep on this too, y'all. Many daughters have done well, but you excel them all. Charm is deceitful and beauty is passing. But a woman who fears the Lord, she shall be praised. Hey, listen, all my ladies who love the Lord, somebody drop in the comments and say, I love the Lord. All right, I just want to see where my ladies' mind at and where y'all hearts are, okay? Where y'all are spiritually. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I love the Lord, if this is talking about you, all right? And then it goes to say, but a woman who fears the Lord, she shall be praised. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates. A virtuous woman don't got to say too much. Her works speak for her. Her works speak for her. And so I need y'all to understand something. Let's just start with just simply being nice. Most women these days, ladies, are not nice. They're not simply nice. And then not only that, they make the man unfocused because the man is trying to focus on their work and then focus on them, all right? Not only that, but they're mean, unsubmissive. What you mean? What you got going on? Why I got to do this? Everything is fight, combative. Everything is only one, meaning I am thinking individually, I'm not thinking within unity. But you should think about me. Y'all know the great saying, what's mine is mine and what's yours is mine. That is false. That's not right, right? And then you're talking about women who are being fretful and quarrelsome, which means where you been? Why you not doing this? Why you ain't doing that? Men do not want to marry that, ladies. They don't. They want to marry a partner, not the FBI agent. They want to marry a partner, not someone who's trying to tear them down emotionally, right? Believe it or not, men are more emotional than you think, okay? Yeah, we keep the what is called stoic behavior, the stoic posture. We don't really show too much of our emotions, but when we go in that room, when we go in that car, when we're alone by ourselves, we cry, right? We cry. Why? Because we got the whole world on our shoulders. All right, and then the last thing we need is for our woman, the one that we love and trying to trust, to be on our back, stabbing holes in it. Following what I'm saying? And so that's a major thing. And then you're talking about women who have the I'm not obligated mindset. I'm not obligated. Well, how can we get to the next level if you don't feel obligated to this commitment that we have both made? How can we get to the next level? Well, I'm not married. Well, you're never going to be married because you haven't took the first step to say, you know what? I'm going to take this commitment serious, right? So this man can trust me, all right? Because not only that, I want the same thing from him. So you have to be able to reciprocate that energy. You got to. No, I'm not saying reciprocate bad behavior. I'm saying reciprocate good behavior. A woman to see that this man is good and great and he's doing the best that he can, all right, as far as what he has shown her, and she still, I'm not obligated. Well, that's on him, right? But you still want him to give everything to you, and that's not fair, okay? And so all I'm saying is that, right, you got to be a virtuous woman, okay? Once again, you're talking about, women who are just straight up mean, all right? Unsubmissive, okay, fretful, quarrelsome, want to fight, all these different things. Most women are not Proverb 31 wives, and that's what my brother Julian Gordon was basically saying, right? And so moving on to the next one, ladies, is going to be number 3, and that is the law favors majority of women. It's true. Let me say it once again. The law favors majority of women, right? Now this right here is going to be, but it's actually not difficult for me to break down, but it's going to be difficult for some women or maybe even some men to receive this. You got to understand something. People don't be in love for the rest of their lives. You have to understand that somebody will, right, or maybe not, but it's a high possibility that somebody will say, I don't love you no more. I don't want to be here no more. I can't do this, right? Maybe somebody would cheat. And I will say this, for those who commit adultery, you deserve to get whatever you're going to get, right? But I'm talking about those who are both virtuous and somebody decided to say, I'm not happy anymore. I'm just not, right? You gain weight, okay? Or maybe I used to like dark-skinned people, now I like light-skinned people. Whatever the case is, people have their own preferences. And they just wake up one day and say, it's over. Okay, well, the problem is most time when a man does that, he gets nothing. But after a woman put in those 5 years, she gets something. And unfortunately, she gets more than what is deserved. And so let's just speak about it, right? Your women get alimony after 5 years. After 5 years, she is guaranteed to get that alimony. Okay, let's just sit there for a second. I'm not saying that women are not deserving, after washing clothes and, taking care of the kids, making sure that this man is able to make the money that he needs to make so he can provide for the family. A housewife is a full-time job, right? So shout out to those women who is doing that. That's a full-time job, especially those who are actually doing it, okay? And they have the right man who is allowing them to do it, not trying to control them and stuff like that. I'm very empathetic towards that. But I'm talking about, the women who just been talking with Keisha, talking with Tyronda, okay, other single women, other women who are not happy or don't want to be happy or don't want to have nothing, and they done convinced her of saying, you know what, girl, why you with him? You can do so much better, right? And they don't even got a man. Well, what happens is she wake up one day and say, Tyrone, I don't want to be with you no more. And he like, baby, why? We done did 10, 15 years. It's been great. It's been good, but I don't want to do this no more. And he trying to fathom in his mind why this woman is about to leave me. But more importantly, Tyrone, I think I want to get my alimony because I have been here 10, 15 years. Hold on, wait, what? Assets that I've built, things that I work for, and you want half of that? Or even more than what you're deserving of, and you were the one who said you wanted to have a divorce? See, most men trust themselves more than they trust a woman. I'm gonna say that once again. Most men trust themselves more than they trust a woman. And see, that's the point, y'all. All right, men are going against alimony. Well, what about Mary J and her husband? That is the listen, y'all. That is the minority. Most men are not getting nothing from the court like that. All right, that is the minority. And she was a multi-millionaire, had them travel around the world with P. Diddy. It don't just happen like that for the average man. It just don't. And so alimony is almost like adult child support. You got to keep that woman on. You got to keep that woman on the same lifestyle. That's tough. Oh yeah, that's tough. So guess what? I know you make $10,000 a month, but you got to pay your wife half of that. Yep, you got to give her that alimony. Oh, don't forget the next one. It's going to be child support, right? Well, Reno, they got to take care of their kids. Absolutely, of course. But I'm not the one who wanted this divorce. So why do I got to go through this? Why do I got to suffer? Well, you got to take care of your kids. I get that, but I didn't want the divorce. Are y'all following what I'm saying? Ladies, this is what men are going through, all right? Men, if I'm telling the truth, y'all drop in the comments and let me know, right? Child support, then she get the kids. It's almost like a nightmare, okay? It's almost like a nightmare. And not only that, but she gets some of the man's assets and an additional payment. Listen, y'all, this is highway robbery. Men out here getting raped. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna rest my case right here, y'all. Teyana and Iman Shumpert, right? They just got a divorce. It was a settlement of a 7-figure payment to Teyana. On top of that, he got to pay her $8,000 per month. All right. Now, I don't know the stipulations, but to my knowledge, I don't think it had to do with anything of, cheating or adultery because, Teyana do her thing too, right? Now, again, I don't want to speak out of ignorance. I don't know the particulars, but I will say that, again, if a person says, you know what, I used to like bologna, but now I like turkey, that's not a good enough excuse for me. I'm sorry. It's just not a good enough excuse for me, okay? Especially to be getting a 7-figure settlement. Now, let me just go ahead and say this. Some women do it because that's part of their plan, all right? But then you have some women who are just, they don't need your money. But since the government or the system favors me anyway, I could take a little lunch money, okay? And so I think that was the case with Teyana. She didn't need his money. Let's just keep that clear. All right. I don't want to make this thing like I'm saying women are trying to go after all men's money. No, I'm saying that when a woman is unhappy, the law rewards her with compensation. All right. But if a man is unhappy, he gets nothing. Okay. You ain't gonna get nothing. Take the car and be happy, sir, and go get you another house. All right. And so with that being said, y'all, if that's not bad enough for you, you got Jeff Bezos and his wife Mackenzie. They just got a divorce. I'm not gonna say they just got a divorce, but they did get a divorce, and he had to pay her $38 billion. All right. So 15 years to 20 years is worth $38 billion. Do y'all know how much money $1 billion is? That's 999 million. Okay, plus a dollar. 999 million. So I'm not talking about being a millionaire. No, you got 999 million plus that dollar that made you $1 billion. And he had to give her $38 billion. Are y'all following what I'm saying? Ladies, men don't really get the luxury of benefiting from marriage. We don't. And so and I would say up under these circumstances, of course, a woman is a great wife, a virtuous woman, okay, a good thing. She is an investment. She can be the best asset, all right? When a woman is actually playing her role, she can be the missing puzzle, all right, to a man's life, the missing piece to give him fulfillment, okay? What is it to have everything in the world and nobody to share with? So I'm not against marriage. I'm not saying that men should not get married. I'm not saying that all women are trash. This is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, on the playing field and the rules that a man has to play up under, okay, hey, it don't really favor us. And then even if we decide to say, you know what, here's a prenuptial agreement, well, they still can contest the prenup. They still can contest it. So it's like, we can't win for losing. So we have to find the right woman and man, for us who are compatible and equally yoked with us, so we can avoid this. I'm not saying you can avoid arguments. No, you can't avoid that. It's gonna always be some type of disagreement, but it shouldn't result into I'm gonna divorce you, and not only that, but I'm taking half of everything. All right. And I want to also add to that by saying this. I don't think it's fair for a man or woman to build and create things and then they have to give it to this person just because they put some years in with them, right? No, I built and I created this before you came into my life. This was my asset. And so just because I didn't have the proper protection in place, now, I'm the bad guy, or now, you get served what you deserve. No, that's not fair, male or female, okay? And we seen this on, what's the movie called? Tyler Perry's Why Did I Get Married Too? When Gavin was like, no, I want the book money too. Yeah, give me the book money. And she was like, no, Gavin, you didn't work hard for that. So, ladies, how do you think us men feel if we created our own books, our own curriculums? We got stocks, we got bonds, we got cryptocurrencies. We have a business that makes us, money every month, generates us income. How do you think we feel? And so all I'm simply saying is, ladies, is that this is the main or the major three reasons of why men are not getting married anymore. Hopefully this right here changes. Hopefully it stops, when women come to their senses. Not all women, but, women who are expecting and obligated and selfish and all these different things. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All right. Hopefully things changes. And also, yes, men do have to come to the table like a respectable man. All right, but I'm just answering the question of what was asked to me. Why men ain't getting married no more? So I just gave y'all three major reasons, okay? And so we'll do a small recap and then we'll conclude this video. So number one, men want to be financially stable, okay? Number two, most women are not Proverbs 31 wives. Read that whole chapter. And then number three, y'all, the laws favor majority of women, especially when they are unhappy. A man don't gotta cheat. He don't gotta do anything. If she unhappy, get ready to share it all, okay? Even the things that she didn't help build. I'm just being honest, y'all. Don't hate the messenger. This is only the message. I answered the question, y'all. So with that being said, y'all already know how we do. If you would like to purchase any one of my books, enroll into my social influence course, book a one-on-one session with me, or any of my products, y'all hit the link inside my description. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace. What's good, family? It's your boy Reno. Check this out, y'all. I just dropped my social influence course, okay? Where I show you how to build up your social media platform as well as become a self-published author. Understand what I'm saying, y'all? If you want to leverage your expertise, okay, you got to publish a book. But not only that, if you want to get popping and build your community, you got to build up your social media platform. And so I put that all in one course, okay? And so all you got to do is go to the link in my bio, all right? And drop in the comments social influence if you want to build up your social influence. Click that link in the bio and we're going to get you popping. Keep a rich mentality.